Excuse me, it's all about brum, 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 relatively vibes and comes. How we do the job and how it gets done. Brum, 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 brum.
Yo guys, back once again with So You Got Bars, and onto an artist I've never heard before in my life. His name's Kemba. Track's called Hallelujah. Apparently Google says this guy is in the top-notch list of hip-hop artists with lyrics. So let's see if that all-important search engine Google is on the money with this one. Kemba. I like beats that start out a bit strange like that, like, because you always know as soon as it finishes, boom, heavy drop. See if this one's the same. Let's go back to the beginning again.
Told my mother I loved her just the other week. Said I'm sorry for being weak, turn the other cheek. No villain is ever raised as if a different breed. So as humans I shed a tear before I did the deed. Father, our persona's gone on forever. The grown-ups ain't show no effort, so homies don't know no better. Of course we gon' go retarded. Our fathers were tarred and feathered as targets, and all we got is the president. So who riding? I'm with
Google is fine. Do not reset your internet. That search engine's perfect. It says he's a lyricist, and within the first 40 seconds you can tell already. He's saying what do you expect the kids are going to grow up like of today if the parents ain't teaching them no lesson, or the elders ain't teaching them no lesson. Of course they're going to grow up retarded. And that's right, innit? If you're not there to give the youngers a lesson, guide them in the right path, they're going to grow up taking the wrong one, ain't they? He's on the money, man.
with it. It's hard to be positive when impoverished. I did it. Involving in politics for a profit. I'm searching for higher learning in hopes for a higher living. You open to different cultures, my opus in hieroglyphics, my nigga. Embarked on the inner search for forgiveness, my nigga. The death of a kid and birth of a cynic, my nigga.
I've embarked on a life of searching for inner forgiveness, and the outcome is a cynic. You know what I mean? You've got to focus on yourself and forgive yourself to be truly happy in this life of things that you're probably ashamed of and whatnot. You've got to get over them things first before you can go and progress. And he said in doing that, it's turned him into a cynic. He's looking at everything thinking, the guy's got an old head. He doesn't look that old, so he's got an old head on him.
We traded our Lawrence for foreign women. May the Lord see our flaws, and may God be my witness. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
A little jab there, I feel, with the American flag. And I think it's a little jab at the generation in general. Like, it's got people there gouging on crisps, other people giving it the big I am and that in the old way. It's on about the materialistic aspect of life these days, I feel. No one's thinking anymore, they're just doing shit. And then, to top it all off, If you got President Trump and that fucking laying sanctions down on China, but yet that American flag obviously exported from China because it was made with 100% Chinese cotton, it said on it. So that was that little jab there.
Hallelujah. 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 Ain't no brighter days for a nigga like me. The church don't pray for a nigga like me. The Lord ain't saving niggas like me. It's not likely. Nah, ain't no fairy tales for a nigga like me. The world done labeled a nigga like me. Them educated niggas like me. It's unlikely. I'm surely some sort of sorcerer. You flying flags while I flagged on a flying saucer, Jesus of Nazareth raps to the non-exalted. It's Harris' daughter reviving a dying culture. Live and direct from the fleshes you hide inside. Made of rotten carcasses, piled to protect yourself from the vultures. But we survive like the phoenix rise and arrive like the bronze in Egypt. My bronze people reaching a solstice. Hope to be seen as a sea of hope to the hopeless.
I hope that I'm seen. This guy, he feels lost, doesn't he? He's obviously educated along the lines of biblical, Egyptian, possibly Sumerian, going well back, and he's done his research, and he sees through that velvet cloth that's been pulled over everybody else's eyes, and he feels lost. He's saying there's no help for people like him, educated young black males. They're looked at and frowned upon. That's tough, man. I feel for people in America like that, especially young black males that feel they've got nowhere to go as they grow up. That's tough, man.
They go to drink, but the oil leaked in the ocean. Formula 40-40, you force the erosion. We taking 40s to 40-40 and posting. A lot of souls are going missing. A lot of goals get lost in.
We're taking 40s for 40-40s and posting. We're taking them bottles of 40, wrapping them up in that brown paper bag as you do. 40-40s, he's obviously going on about the picture size, and we're posting. This generation, you love to take a selfie, don't they? That is some epic wordplay. 40s, 40-40 and post.
Force the erosion. We taking 40s to 40-40 and posting. A lot of souls are going missing. A lot of goals get lost in prison. A lot of code in this description. You gotta focus, get the picture. And even after all my logic and my theory, I gotta say my niggas so my niggas feel me. Hallelujah.
Tough, man. Obviously, me having less melatonin than someone like this, I'm not allowed to say the word that he said. Out of respect, I could, but I'm not going to. He's got to say it to get through to people such as himself. I never understood why people do say it, because obviously it goes back to the slave ships in Africa, and they were labelled that way. So I would have thought it was more disrespectful than anything like. But he's saying he's got to say it to get through to people that follow this kind of culture. You know what I mean? That's fucking tough, man. This is possibly why kids of this generation don't listen to this kind of stuff, because you've got to break it down mentally and use your brain. They're not willing to.
Hallelujah. 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 Huh. Hallelujah. 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 Ain't no brighter days for a nigga like me. The church don't pray for a nigga like me. The Lord ain't saving niggas like me. It's not likely. Nah, ain't no fairy tale for a nigga like me. The world done labeled a nigga like me. Them educated niggas like me. It's unlikely.
Who created your ass, Satan? Who created your ass? I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Be honest. Stupid bitch. Look at that. I'm provoking that up. I'm making motherfuckers think God, so I'm provoking that up. You goddamn devil worship, you ain't got no excuse. Stupid bitch, stupid bitch.
You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more. It's almost over now, almost over now.
I couldn't quite hear what that little voice was saying in the background. I caught devil worship. Apologies for that. But the end of that was fucking a little spooky around it, like them people with socks pulled over their face and that, like all staring at the camera, walking towards it, like. But yeah, I feel for people like that are growing up with that mentality that they've got nowhere to go. It must be tough, like, so keep on the grind, man. Hopefully things change and people fucking wake up to this crazy shit. Peace out, man.